What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. If you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. Let's just brighten up the place and get into this conversation/reality chat. I wanted to do a reaction to the interview that the designer tyrelajuan did on Pop Out magazine, and I'm not going to start at the very beginning, but he talked about a lot of the different designers and fashion that he has been affiliated with, celebrities and different things like that. And he definitely has a resume, but he's somebody who's in the background, so he doesn't have a lot of the clout and the followers and all of that different type of stuff, but he knows his stuff, all right? And Sheree is just absolutely ridiculous, and I'm glad that he came out and exposed this, especially after the first part of the reunion, before the second part, because I'm just so over her. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, they better not bring her back next season. I really am done with this chick and her acting as if she is living this life that is so fabulous and amazing. And I still wonder, and I want to know, how does she afford to pay for it? How does she? But I want to just go ahead and play this interview and get into this and give my reaction to the things that he had to say and share. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
So I have worked with everybody, nigga. You name them, from y'all
everybody,
from y'all best of y'all best to the worst of the worst. Nigga, I worked from A-list to F-list. I worked all the lists. You feel me? My first, I was 18 when MySpace was jumping.
Right.
You feel me? My first client flew me to New York, paid me $5 just to style him for one night to go to the club, and I was a basketball player.
And that's back in the day when gas was.
MySpace was popping. You feel me? I had a top 8, nigga.
Fair.
You feel me? But I was a nigga on MySpace. I had 1.5 million followers. On MySpace. So I was the nigga on MySpace because I was one of the only ones in Miami really doing like new shit when it come down to custom. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, took over Miami completely. If you from Miami or down south, you know me. Period. On no national TV and act like, oh, I'm just this little lame ass little nigga. We not doing that.
Fair.
We really not doing that.
Nah,
you get what I'm saying?
That's what's up. No, and you my boy, so I stand with you. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that's been going on. So let's get into it from like the beginning of, because you were the leading reason that the fashion show was the success.
It was, mind you, this your third fashion show on national TV.
Right.
This the first one that it actually you got standing ovation.
Yeah.
Everybody congratulates you. I'm looking at the little show, and I'm like, damn, we did our thing. We made Lil Mama look good.
Right.
You ain't do shit. That's me.
Right.
All right, so I am going to stop it right there for a moment. Now, I will correct him there. When she did the second fashion show, that was the one that Dwight helped her with. She got a standing ovation at that too. And that one actually was really, really good. It was. But nothing happened after that. She came back the next season and she was talking about she has a new passion and it's acting. Okay. I don't know if you all remember that, but she was getting help from Dwight. Dwight said she was getting on her nerves. He pretty much did everything with that as well and allow her to look good. Okay. But this one that he helped her with absolutely was great as well. But again, I just wanted to correct him there because I don't think he really watches the show like that. But yeah.
Everybody jumping up and down for me. They don't know they jumping up and down for me, but I made you look good. And the fact that you ain't acknowledge it, the fact that you ain't give me no clout, the fact that you ain't even tried to like say, damn, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it. Here, let me pay you this. Let me pay you for your time. And I'm going to give you a tip too because you made me look good on national TV. Because shit by Sheree been shit since it started. The first clothing line you had is when I built it. I built your shit, really. Everything online, like what Candy said the other day. You know, if y'all don't know, we talk about She by Sheree. You know what I'm saying? She went online. She went on national TV, on Housewives, on the reunion, and she brought out receipts. So I bought my receipts, too, because Lil Mama tried to play me, and we not doing that. You feel me?
So did you get paid for your work?
I did not get paid for my work. I got reimbursed for my work. And I have the evidence to show that I got reimbursed for my work. We didn't even get to the point to where how much your labor is, how much your time is, none of that.
So you didn't...
This chick is trash. She doesn't need to be having anyone work for her, okay? She does not have a business. She has a joke. It is an absolute utter joke and disaster. And I'm just tired of her always trying to come out and debunk things or act as if someone else is lying. Or better yet, all of this talk about Drew being a liar. I could care less if Drew lied about kissing a girl or saying something didn't happen when it did happen or whatever, because honestly, none of that is even our business. None of these things are our business, but they're putting it out there. But for her to try to cover things up for the sake of her relationship and her marriage and her children when it comes to stuff like that, I don't care. The stuff that Sheree lies about is absolutely crazy. And for Sheree to be trying to make Drew look horrible about somebody suing Drew for $1,000 or upping it to $10,000 or whatever it is in terms of a personal chef and a nanny or whatever, like, they are ridiculous trying to make themselves seem like they are something that they're not when these people get on these shows and lie like this. And Sheree has been doing it forever, as long as we have known her, okay? Or known about her.
Pay for anything but reimbursed for
I just got reimbursed what I put out. In fact, I ain't even get all that. I just got $2,000.
And that was not the agreement.
That was not the agreement at all.
Sure.
So, okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to 2022. In fact, we're going to go back to 2022, January, the first email, bam, January 31st at 5:47 p.m. from rhoa. Now, let me explain who rhoa is. Rhoa is the middleman between me and Sheree.
Okay.
Most of the time I work with celebrities, it's through somebody. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, like, I'm known as the last minute king.
Explain that to people.
I work fast. So it's like, if you call me today, I can make shit happen. I'm like the Olivia Pope of fashion. I save you niggas. You feel me?
He saved me a few times.
My whole thing is this. Like, so everybody know that. Everybody know they come to me. If you need something last minute, shit ain't go through, you couldn't get this, you couldn't get that, I either go replicate it, make it, get it, or best believe we gonna get it done.
It's gonna be done.
It's gonna get done. Yeah. If you call me, it's gonna get done. Period. I don't give a fuck. I gotta glue that bitch on you while you on set. You gonna have what you asked for. That's just straight up. That's just being real straight up. It is what it is. I'm gonna make that bitch happen. You get what I'm saying? And the front is gonna look good, but in the back you might be fucked up, but I'm gonna get you what you need.
Interesting. And I believe him. And if you think about it, if you think back to that last season, when she was being asked about the stuff and she was just really nonchalant. She was telling Candy, oh, the stuff is stuck in another country. The show was already scheduled to happen. Okay. So I believe him when he says, it may look effed up in the background where nobody can see it, but in the foreground, I'm going to make you look good. And I believe that because he absolutely did that for Sheree, because the fashion show that she had, none of those things that walked down the runway, the majority of it, should say, was said to be available on the website. And she didn't have her stuff together. She had this website that did not work. It crashed. And I'm sorry, I don't want to hear anything about she broke the internet. She did not. She just broke. She did not break the internet, because anyone having something that was supposed to be up to par and of certain standards, it would have been able to handle the site traffic that you were anticipating. And hey, if you didn't get the site traffic that you were anticipating, at least it's still standing. So I believe him. I do believe him with that.
But you got to pay me for my talent, because I know what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? Been doing this too long. So let's go back. to January 31st. rhoa texts me. She asked me, "Can you come and meet me at her shop?" She got a shop. Not gonna shout her shop out, but she got a shop down in Atlanta. And she was like, "Can you meet me at 7:30 p.m.?" Didn't tell me what it's about or nothing. I just need to meet you. I got a project. I want to see if you want to be part of it. No problem. Cool. I shows up on time. Boom. So we sit there. I walk in. Sheree sitting on the couch. rhoa sitting there. Now rhoa, she have a dress shop. She sells dress from anywhere from her cheapest dress is $5,000, like maybe $4,200, all the way up to maybe $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You get what I'm saying? So this ain't no. She already know when she called me. I done replicated dresses for her, and she already know she paying me every bit of $5,000, $6,000 walking through the door. And it's never been a problem. She always paid, always good. So we have a good rapport with each other.
Right.
So she like, okay, Sheree came to her, need a fashion show. rhoa throw fashion shows. She has some of the best fashion shows she had a shop in Phillips Plaza. So she is top notch. So for her to come to me, so you can't discredit me. You gonna understand why I'm saying this now. Don't discredit me when I could remake a $10,000 dress on a $2,500 budget or $1,000 budget, because I done did it for her. Right. So she can make her money, I make my money, we got an agreement. Right. Cool. All right, so she called me. I walked in, she, Sheree sitting down, how you doing, whatever, blah, we sit down. So they explained to me that, Sheree has some, coming up. She had a fashion show coming up. All her designs not going to be here on time for the event. Now, mind you, it's 3 weeks out. So in my head, I'm like, why do you, like any manufacturer, you pay them extra, they'll get you your shit on time.
Right.
So you can't play with me when it comes down to manufacturing, anything with fashion. Don't play with me because I know shit go.
Right.
That's why I don't even believe her. I don't even believe that she had things stuck in another country. I think that was a lie.
Got the money, they'll get that shit to you. Right. You get what I'm saying? All right, cool. So she was playing, it's not going to be here on time, so I said pay extra. It'll get here on time. Right. So now what? You ain't never submit the designs. You ain't never submit the flats. You ain't never submit the measurements. You never did the work. You ain't never have shit coming. Right. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But again, I play dumb, like, okay, cool. So what we doing? I don't give a fuck about all that, what you did. What we doing, what you need me for. That's all I care about. All right, cool. So, so we sitting there. So she's saying we just need 6 to 8 looks. Hold on. Say it while I'm talking. Let me find the 6 to 8 looks. Hold on, y'all. So I ain't lying. Hold on. Right here. This text message right here. What did I say? 8 and 2 for her, right? Yeah. Okay. These my receipts, y'all. That say 8 and 2 for her, right?
That's what it
okay, so that's 10. Now, right here, okay, so before I ain't gonna skip. So, bomb. So, we sitting there. So, while they telling me, we just need 6 to 8 looks, everything else coming, boom, she put out a bag of some bullshit. We got this, we got that. Like some tights and bodysuits that you can get from around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Regular black bodysuits with a little stitch on it say, she by Sheree. Okay, cool. All right. I was like, so what you need me to do? She like, I need some runway pieces. I need something that's fire. I need something that's going to make my brand look like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing.
She doesn't look like, she does not have a brand. She has a line of words, meaning it's just the words she by Sheree. So for her to come to someone, I need my brand to look like it's fire. I need some amazing pieces to go down the runway, but yet you're not even handling the business the way that it should be if you are someone that's actually in fashion, that she claimed to have been for all of these years. Oh my God, she's such a freaking embarrassment. I would be embarrassed if I were her children. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to make fun of her kids. I literally would be embarrassed if she was my mom. Period.
Okay, cool. Do you got designs? No. So you need me to design? What else you need? She was like, well, after you design it, I need to give it to the manufacturer. Okay, so now you need specs, you need flats, and you need your patterns. Yeah, okay, cool. When you need this by? I need this in 7 days. Huh? Okay. I said, okay, cool. I said, but you only need 6 to 8. Yeah, okay, cool. How much does something like that cost? rhoa already know my business. I already do this. I do this for a living. So she already know I'm already at 15, 20 bands out the door if you're trying to go to a manufacturer. Straight up. Because you're not trying to go to a manufacturer with anything less than 50 bands. So what I'm charging you is going to be 35 at the manufacturer to get your specs, to get your samples, and to get your patterns made. That's off rip just to get your clothing line started. You $35,000 in. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I figure, okay, cool. You come to me, I do it for 15 or 20, depending on how many pieces you want. You know what I'm saying? So she already know in her head. rhoa already got in her head. It's 15. It's gonna at least be 15 vans. So with that in her head, while we sitting there talking at 9:07, January 3rd on a Monday, this hoe said, "Give me 15 to 20% of whatever you charge her." Because in her head, she already know I'm finna walk away with at least about 3-4 bands just off connecting y'all because I already know your prices.
Right.
rhoa know my price. We've been working for a year. All right, cool. So she texting me this while Sheree telling me everything she needs. I'm giving her now the game. If you trying to go to a manufacturer, you're going to need this, that. You need a lookbook. You need your samples. Right. You need this. You need that. I'm telling her everything she needs. All right, cool. For me to do all that in 7 days, it could be done because a nigga ain't going to sleep if you pay me. Right. Straight up. So if it could get done if you pay me. You feel what I'm saying? So she said, okay, how much everything gonna be? I said the lowest I can go is 10 bands. That was the first thing I said. The lowest I could go fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you should rate. Nigga, you got 10 bands.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Like you.
He clearly didn't know. He clearly was just looking at the Real Housewives of Atlanta show that she was on and the home that she lives in to assume that she has that type of money. So he clearly was one of those people that slipped under the radar that didn't know who she was.
National TV. Bravo paying you. You can't tell me Bravo not paying you.
She got the biggest
house
on the
motherfucking
show.
chateau in Chastain. You feel me? You got some jewelry you can pawn. You got something. But nigga really want their business, they gonna do what they need to do to get their business. Why? You gonna get it back. You feel me? Triple. So that let me know she ain't street smart, nor she ain't no hustler. Because if you was a hustler, you would have went to pawn the ring real quick. Let me get this little 20 bands, shoot this nigga this little money, get what I need to get, and I'm gonna get it back. You on national TV. If you were smart, you would have used me and said, listen, let's do all this. Find me somebody to set up my website. Let me give you an extra little couple dollars. I could have called y'all.
We would have did it. Website, set us up.
Set her shit up real quick, and she would have advertised that shit on Housewives. You would have made your money back. You would have made triple that, and you would have
one night.
You would have sold out made at least 200,000.
It was in one night.
More than that. Because if you look at my numbers on my website, she got millions of followers. Yeah. I just got a couple thousand. She got millions.
And she got support from all the girls who posted it.
Everybody supports you. You feel me? Yeah. Everybody supports you. You've been on the national.
And I think that's the big question. Like, why wouldn't she just do her business right? Because it would have still been more profitable than
But everything I'm telling you like this, I'm telling her. I'm excited. You know, when I get in there, I'm like, you can make it. I know for a fact you can hit $500,000 in a week if you do this, that, and that. I'm showing her profit margins. I'm showing I know business and I know fashion. I don't know how to sell shit. I can sell you some business.
Right.
And I'm a great ass salesman. Right. If you would have I said, but look, if you hire these people, do this right here, do this like this, I promise you'll get at least 500,000. Yeah. So that's a hell of a return. Nigga, you putting in 20,000 and fun to make 500 in a week.
And a purse costs
mind you, this last minute. That means we ain't gotta wait months. Your shit gonna drop on the 17th. I got manufacturers in the bag that I already fuck with that I can just go sit down and get them all this shit at that moment. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do for her. Cause like you a housewife. We finna get this money.
Fast.
I ain't even tell you how much I want to royalties. We ain't even go that deep in business cause mama was already I'm like, fuck she doing all this for?
Cause she ain't got it. Okay. Cause she ain't got it. And to hear him breaking it down, this dude, he knows his stuff. He knows fashion and he definitely knows the business of fashion. She clearly doesn't. She has never been smart about this and she ain't got the money. So to hear him giving her reactions to him saying what it's going to cost her to do this big to do, and she's questioning and clearing her throat and coughing and looking funny. Oh my God. Wow.
So when we talking, I'm doing all that. Okay, so this next text message, I told her, send me your logo. In the middle of talking and trying to figure out shit, that's how I know she ain't know nothing about business or she ain't never do shit in fashion. Fashion costs. Yeah. Straight up. Because you're getting units. You're not getting one or two things. You doing shit by 10,000, 3,000, 4,000. You get what I'm saying? You're doing it by units. Yeah. So I say, so when we do it by units, look, fuck that. Send me your logo. Send me everything. When she sent me this, I send it to Casey. I send it to your boy. In fact, I send it to them.
Yeah.
You feel? Here I go right here. Just the logo right here.
Yeah.
Casey could not do it because she sent me a fucking picture. He had to remake everything. He charged me for it. Yeah. I don't blame him. Just for Sheree. She bought Sheree. I need $250 overnight. I just need my shit in the morning. Casey did that shit in the hour. I get him that. You feel me? He did do that bitch in the hour. I gave him his $250. He got me what I needed. Cool. We did that while we were still in the meeting the first day. I don't even know if I got the job, and I already got your shit. I'm already working.
Already on it.
I'm that nigga. That's what they don't understand. They keep playing with me. Boom. So we sit there. I say the price, right? Boom. Here go the next one. Bitch, we going. Okay. I said 5,000. This rhoa.
Okay.
Her homegirl. What that say? Go ahead. I ain't gonna say it.
Don't go too low.
Right. I said 5,000. She said don't go too low.
Yeah.
Cause
she wanted to help you.
She already know it was. She already know 2,000. Reason being, cause she gonna get what they say 15-20%. If I say 5 bands, you ain't really getting shit. She wanted me to say my 20-30 price I usually say to everybody else. Why the fuck you charging regular people 20-30 and you charge this bitch 5,000? That she texts me while we sitting there, don't go too low.
Yeah.
And that's true. Like, why? And I get it. Sometimes people will do stuff like that for celebrities and they may even get stuff for free or on the low, but they do it in conjunction with other things that they will be able to receive, like the clout, the recognition, the opportunity, possible other connections. He wasn't getting that from her. And rhoa, she knew it too. That's why she told him don't go too low when it comes to the estimate that you're going to give her for what it's going to cost her to get this done.
She did.
Right, you see it. Okay, cool. So I'm like, damn. So we texting back and forth. Like I ain't lying. Like Sheree talking, but we looking at her face. I said 5 bands. I'm looking at just like she be on Housewives with that stupid ass look, about to lie, stuttering and shit.
Absolutely hilarious and true.
Okay, so I'm texting wrong. I don't think she could afford it. You know what I'm saying? I said, all right, cool. I said, it's impossible. I said, then she said, I wasn't trying to go more than like 2,000, 1,500. I post right here. What that say? Impossible to do it really less than 15. I said, I can't do shit for 15 to 2,500. That's really low, right? While she's still talking shit, rhoa said, if she keep pushing, take mine off. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
I see it.
I said, bro, that's dirt cheap. Did I not? Right. Okay. I know. That's why. And then we started talking. She said, oh, I know. That's why. Right. Then we stopped texting and we started talking. And we started telling Sheree the game. Okay, for you to get this, that, and that. We started feeding her the games, telling her how shit go in the fashion world because clearly she don't know. So let me educate you so you understand where we coming from so you don't feel like somebody getting over on you. Yeah. Or you don't feel like whatever. First of all, you last minute. So, you got to pay me straight up.
It's time.
I ain't like, I even with my last minute, even in the industry, I'm still the cheapest.
And the thing about it is I understand even more so why he came out, not just to show and share the receipts, but also because she's disrespectful. She's disrespectful. She wants so much for nothing all of the time. This isn't her first time doing stuff like this. And he was like, put some respect on my name. This is pretty much what this is, what he's doing right now, because she doesn't respect it, because for her to give these weird expressions on her face and look stupid and the stuttering and the stammering over her words when he's saying what it's going to be, it's extremely disrespectful because he knows of what he speaks and he's been doing this for years. She doesn't respect other people's craft, but yet she wants to profit and benefit off of it, or to not even, she doesn't appreciate it, but to experience it and utilize it and live it. It's crazy.
My whole thing is I got bills, so I can't go too high and you say no. Bitch, no, you're not gonna tell me no. All right, let's figure this shit out. Like, what's your price?
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. I work with you. Probably can't get 20, but you could get mind you, this only for 8 to 6 pieces. I'm charging this whole collection and fashion.
6, though. We ain't gonna end there. That's just where it started.
Right, a real collection is 12 pieces.
Right.
When you talk fashion, a collection is 12 to 24 pieces.
Okay.
So you start at 12. So I'm going under that. So that's why I gave her the discount. Okay, for people who gonna realize why I gave this whole discount. I gave a discount because we was already doing less pieces. All right, cool. You only need 8 to 6. That's less than. Okay, cool. I'll do it for 5 bands. You know what I'm saying? That's your fabric. That's my time. That's your labor. I gotta shut shit down to do your shit. You want your shit right. You want patterns. You want specs. You want all this. I gotta go on the computer and do specs. I gotta go on the computer. I gotta do measurements. I gotta do all this shit in 7 days. And you want all this shit in 7 days.
You know, I'm pausing for a second. It's funny he keeps calling her this whole. Some people may see it as disrespectful. He's clearly showing disrespect because she disrespected him and he's angry. But 2, I don't even think that's the appropriate reference for her. I think she would be more of the pimp because she wants people to do all this work, go on the whole stroll for her, and she profit and benefit off of it, and they just get a little cut. She's ridiculous.
Let me tell you what I did. It's in here somewhere. I called the manufacturer. I said, yo, if I wanted to get just a line, not how many pieces I did, because we're going to get how many pieces I really did. I said, how much it will cost for me to get a whole clothing line in 7 days, the specs, the samples and all that in 7 days. Money ain't an option. How much? That motherfucker told me 80 bands. He said 80 bands and we need it up front. We do not take deposit on rush orders. Yeah. It could go up to 120 depending on your material and stuff that you need. And if we got to pay extra shipping. So 80 bands off rip, it might go up to 120. 120,000 to get it in 7 days. That's only 12 looks. 12 looks. Listen, 12 looks, 120. Or we'll say, hey, we'll just go low, 80. That was the minimum was 80. He was like, you got to send me 80 to even consider this. Before you even say your designs, you're going to run me 80,000. And when that bitch clear, then we will admit on doing what you're doing. I said, all right, cool. I just called the manufacturer just to see if I'm charging, am I tripping? Right. All right, cool. So while we sitting there, boom, now right here, while we still in the meeting talking about bullshit, I don't know, talking about the price. rhoa, her friend, what her cap is?
1,700.
That means I ain't walking away less than 1,700. Yeah. Fuck this hoe. Right. I ain't walking away less than 1,700. She gotta give me 1,700 to do this. Yeah. This not her work. This just bringing me in. This what she want for her referral fee is 1,700. Gotcha. All right, cool. We did not say a price that night. I said, okay, cool. How about this? What can you do? She said, okay, just do me 6 pieces. I'm gonna give you $1,200. I said, I can't do it with $1,200. rhoa told me like, look, she said that's just a deposit. I said, okay, so you want me to take $1,200 for the deposit for your material? He said, yes, let's get the material. I got some stuff at home, swing by my house. We could look at other materials, blah, blah, or whatever, and see what we could do to bring the cost lower. In my head, bitch, you ain't going under 5,000. I don't give a fuck what we do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you need too much shit and too little. You don't have nothing. Like, you zero. You ain't got shit. You done had She-By Sheree for 14 years and you ain't got nothing?
Wow. Truly exposing her. She didn't have anything. And when she sat on that couch several seasons ago, when Andy was just kind of giving her like the third degree with She-By Sheree, and then she came back with the response of, it's coming out. It's going to be spring, summer, joggers. She was just spitting some stuff off of the top of her head. And so she tried to act that out to make that work, but she didn't have anything. And he's exposing it.
This girl ain't have nothing. All right, cool.
She had the logo. She sent you the logo.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Look, what time that say? 4:42. 4:42. It's 4:42 in the morning, bitch. I'm tired. Look, bro, send me whatever you gonna send me. I'm finna go home. I got work to do tomorrow. Everybody know I'm busy. Right. I gotta be up at 6, nigga. It's 4:42. I last text message. Right. You get what I'm saying? I gotta go home. Right. I ain't got time to keep playing with you. Like, you don't know how much you want to spend or whatever. Look, I just said, look, just send me $1,200 and we'll figure it out. Right. I told you to send me $1,200. That was on February, what that say? February 1st. All right, cool. Remember that. All right. Boom. I ain't hear shit no more. Hold up, that's a lie. Let me go back. So on the 3rd, boom, what I put? I got to get the accessories from the Paramount I say before they close for the weekend, I'm begging for the deposit. Send me the deposit, the down payment. I need the deposit. I gotta get the logos. I gotta get I gotta get the embroidery. I need a deposit ASAP. I need it by then. That's on the 3rd at 5:33 p.m.
Right.
Everybody closed by then.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's on a Thursday. That let me know, like, baby, you still ain't paid me. It been 4 days.
Right.
You need it next week. What we doing? That's on the 3rd. Okay, cool. This say the 6th. Still no fabric. How much? What's the pieces? She asked me. rhoa texts me. How many pieces? Okay, hold on. Let's go. We right here. Hold on. Skipping it. Okay, this February 6th.
Right.
Bro, I need. You read it, so they don't think I'm lying. I need you on the call. What she is?
I'm pissed.
Okay, and then what?
There is no collection.
Ain't no what?
It is no collection.
No collection at all.
We need pieces.
We need more pieces.
Yes.
What I put? Then what she put?
I'm paying.
This is BS.
Yeah.
And what she said? I'm paying. This is BS. Why your assistant got to pay for your fashion design? Because she knew. Cause I'm telling you, when I tell you, this hoe was haggling us like crazy. Right. Sitting on the she was haggling us. For real. Like, bro, she was really haggling us. Like, dead serious, haggling us. Like, I'm talking about, like, haggling like a motherfucker. So, you get what I'm saying?
This woman basically got all this stuff for free, is what you're saying. So
yeah.
Why wouldn't you take her to court?
I ain't take it because you know what? It'll cost me more. I talk to my lawyer. It'll cost me more.
Right.
If you ain't got 2,000, bitch, we're gonna be in court playing.
Yeah.
Because you really can't give me if I go and if I take the court, I gotta do industry. I'm gonna have to do the industry standard.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Now you ain't reimburse me. I ain't charging my day rate for sitting on set on the day of your fashion show or altering all your clothes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to pause right there, and it is true, and I've said this on several occasions because I've had people that have caused some things in my business to go awry, and people are like, well, why didn't you take them to court? It's not worth it in the end because I would be more in the hole financially, getting attorneys, going through the court system, having to pay for all that, paying, to get discovery and all of these different things. And yeah, I might get a paper judgment that I can't collect on because they ain't even got it. So Sheree, she doesn't have it. So he's absolutely right about that. It would cost him more trying to collect the money that he actually deserved way more. So honestly, he could sue her for more than the $2,000, but hey, he's probably just like, it's worth it more for me to just come out here and expose her versus going through a court, getting an attorney to sue her.
Separate fees, right there.
All that separate fees. This ain't got nothing to do with another. This is one thing I got to do with another. And the reason why I had to come on your set because again, in the text message you're gonna see, I waited 3 hours for them. We set a fitting date. They did not at 8:00 at night. 3 hours later, I said 3 hours. Nigga, I can show you the time. It was like 1:50 in the morning. Nobody showed up. They talking about, she's still filming. What the fuck? I don't need her. I need the damn models.
So
she ain't have no models. Just the day before her fashion show. No model. How the fuck I supposed to fit something on somebody and ain't no models?
So what did you end up doing? How you fit without models?
We gonna get back to that. Let's jump it back to the beginning real quick. So I asked her, she said, how many pieces she asked you? They only told me 8 and 2. That's what we agreed on. This on the 6th. Mind you, we've been talking since the 1st. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no deposit, nothing. So this me begging. Now let's go back to the testament. This me begging for the deposit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I still ain't getting on the 6th because we still talking about pieces. All right, cool. Let's pull up the receipt, what she paid. She finally sent me the deposit, y'all. Hold up. She sent me the deposit. She sent me. Now, what I told you, the deposit going to be, what, $1,200, right? That's what we said?
Yeah.
Well, I said at least $1,500, $1,250. This is the receipt. I said I need to deposit at least $1,500, $1,250.
Yeah.
How much she sent me?
$450.
How much she sent me?
It was, how was that sent?
Zelle,
$450.
She sent him $450. Oh my gosh, she is just a joke.
Yeah.
What I told her in the meeting, we see her talking about the meeting. The meeting in the text message say what? $1,500, $1,250. You sent me $400. What the fuck I supposed to do $450?
That was gas money. She was gonna send the rest.
When? I waited a week. So this is what, so people keep asking, like, why you put your money? I put my money up because I'm the man of my word. If I agree to something, if I say, yo, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do it for you. You feel me? If I tell you, okay, I'm going to put my name on it, it's going to be right. If I put my name on it, it's going to be good. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just me.
Did you know it was going to be...
This shit start aggravating me. I got to take all this shit.
Did you know it was going to be filmed for TV?
Yeah, they told me that they're me, and they did tell me it's gonna be filmed. So if it's gonna be filmed, my name's gonna be on it. Niggas already secretly don't like me. I'm already a threat because I'm nigga. I can make the clothes, style the clothes, and do the shit. I done been. But see, I'm a nice guy, so I like working with stylists. I like working with them, and then they be still iffy because I can do your job and my job. So really, I'm a one man band, but I try to not intimidate them, and I'll work with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want your client like do your thing. You black, I want to see you grow. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like it. Like, and then what kills me is when you start working with celebrities and all that stuff, people feel like that's the highlight. My regular people pay more than the celebrities, straight up.
I believe it. I was just talking about that. I believe it because, there are times where celebrities feel entitled that they just because of who they are, they should get stuff for free. Or sometimes people want to do stuff for a discount or free for celebrities because they feel like it's going to help them to get more money in the long run. So a lot of times that's what people would prefer. And I'll say something really quick. In the area that I'm located, I have a beauty business. I, on purpose, do not pursue the business of people that are on reality show on the Bravo network in my area. I'm not going to go into the details of it because they want stuff for free. Not just because they want stuff for free. I have been in business since 2008. So the real stars to me are all of the clients who have been coming to my business for many years, and even the people who are not celebrities who decide to come to my business. So I don't pursue to work with those people who are on that reality show that's on the Bravo network because who freaking cares? Because a lot of times they feel that they deserve, stuff for free. And they feel like, oh, well, your business will be recognized on this TV show. That doesn't mean that is going to generate revenue for my business. And even yet and still, is that the type of clientele that I want? You know what I mean? So I agree with him saying that.
Yeah, consistently.
And because the celebrities, they don't want to tag me, right? They want to get to. I mean, I done had celebrities that give my credit to their friends. Bitch that can't even do nothing. They give them my credit. I don't say nothing though. As long as you pay me, I'm cool. And they know that about me. Bitch, I care about money. You pay me, you can say Jesus made your goddamn outfit. I don't give a fuck. Pay me my money. Because
they do that now. They'll say style by somebody, but it's a whole person that made it.
Exactly. They won't give you credit.
Come on, get the credit.
And that's cool. But they always do me wrong. I always got to fight super hard to get my shit, which is cool. I ain't got no problem with it. But you're not going to play with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to play with me in my face, and then you're not going to congratulate. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to play. I'm tired of them. Like, cause then when they have workers, they have people coming in, hair, makeup, styling, cameraman, anything. It's like, we make y'all look good, but then we the last to get paid. But you won't walk your ass on Bravo set unless you got your check. You feel me? So now, bro, you demanding your money from Bravo, they got to pay you, and you ain't going to move till you get your money because you got to pay for that motherfucking chateau. Bitch, I got a condo that I got to pay for too. That's feel like my chateau, and I need to pay that motherfucker, and you hired me, so you got to pay me. So same way you feel about Bravo, I got to feel like that way about you. Right. So you start playing my money, what am I supposed to do?
And that's the truth. So that's where it goes back to the respect issue that I was talking about. She does not respect people that do work for her at all.
You feel me? You done got to work, now you don't want to pay me. And they do that to a lot of up and coming, a lot of just, I guess they call them the help. Yeah. And they don't want to, they that's why people get so turned off, because they got their favorites. Right. You know what I'm saying? That they won't play with because they work with other people. They know they're going to voice their opinion. That's so true. Now this is why I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I get on TV, I start doing my shit like this, then they going to look not to play with me because he going to say something. He going to try me because you ain't going to try me no more. Ain't nobody else going to try me. Straight up. You get what I'm saying? Fact. All right, so back to this rack. Back up. So, I'm trying to look.
She by Sheree.
Shit by Sheree. So, we trying to get it. All right, cool. Boom. All right, so all the way down, I told her how many pieces she needed, blah, this, quality, this, and that. She crying. This your friend saying she pissed off. You know what I'm saying? It's no collection. We really need you. What you gonna do? Mm-hmm. Now y'all putting more work on me. All right, cool. Let me show you this one. All right, they putting more work on me. What I said? Okay, I ain't even say no. I ain't even turn it down. I ain't talking about no money. I ain't whatever. Because now I'm in my head like, fuck, we got to get this shit done. What I said? I got a point. I said, go ahead, tell them.
Say I had to take all my orders and appointments today because Monday through Thursday I have to shut down and do Sheree stuff. So I made them come today to do it. It would be later. We moving into my new shop. So I will call you about 9:30, 9:45.
Right. All right, so cool. So not only am I moving to my new shop, I gotta speed up all my other orders so I can focus on her stuff. Now, mind you, what I said, Monday through Thursday, that's 4 days. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 days. I got Monday through Thursday to do all her shit that she needs. Now, she just hit me with, I need a whole clothing line. So now, and you finna be on national TV. That means I work by myself. Right. I ain't got no team. Bitch, I am the team.
One-man team.
But I'm fast, though, and I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So my whole thing is, I got Monday through Thursday, do you 40 pieces. These people ask me for 40 pieces. Now, let's do the math. If I was finna charge you $5,000 for 8 pieces. That was a discount.
Right.
For 8 pieces, well, I say 10 pieces because her 2 is included. I was supposed to do her 2. For 10 pieces, I'm going to charge you $5,000. How much you think I'm going to charge you for 40,000? 42, I mean, 42,
the original price.
4,200.
The original price.
I mean 42 pieces, you talking about in 4 days.
Yeah, man. That's wild.
Like that.
Sheree is crazy. The expectations are unreal. Really unreal for somebody that does not want to pay for anything.
Crazy.
That's wild.
For you to even ask somebody that and then not even put in your head that I got to give this boy 10,000 at least.
Or don't lie on him at least. You know?
Or give me my props.
Yeah.
Or I would even took it if she would have came to me like, listen, I ain't got no money.
Right.
I need a show. I need this. I need that. But
I can pay you on the back end.
Can I pay? Can we just do a payment plan?
Yeah.
I don't have it. I would have respected you so much more straight up coming to me like, baby, I don't got it. But I really need this fashion because I don't want to look dumb on TV. Instead, you motherfucking played me. Not only you played me, you had me come on set so we ain't do the fitting. You had me come on set. I did the shit on set for you. Oh, you told the producer, and the producer text me. You told the producer, don't put me on, don't show me while I'm running around. First of all, I put all the models in every outfit. I sized them.
I did see you for a brief clip, though. They
caught
you.
They showed my hands.
Your hands.
That's all. They showed my hands.
Wow. See, again, no respect. No respect. This man is doing everything, and she actually told the producers, don't show him. That is foul.
And I was like, damn, I was there for 8 hours, and bitch, all y'all showed was my hands. Y'all had the motherfucking camera in my face the whole time. Yeah, the producer told me, Sheree told her, we don't want you, not to put you too much in. It's not really about you or the designer.
So she didn't want no clout. Want to pay?
From what I heard, and I ain't got no receipts on this, but when I heard, she said she got this shit from the manufacturer from Australia or some bullshit like that.
That's what they said.
So you didn't even give me my clout.
You
didn't even give me like she got that shit from overseas or something.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then they try to play me too. Okay, so let's go. So I sat there and I fitted everybody the day up. I had a flight. This is my birthday weekend, and you're gonna see that in the text message too. I changed my flight. This still coming out of my money. I changed my flight to later on that day because I knew I had to fit them. I got to the place. Now, what she said, I'm going to show you what she told me come at 1 o'clock. So, let's say, see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Now, okay, before see me at 1 o'clock, when I try to do the fitting, what did I say? Like, we ain't even going to read it all. Yeah. How long I waited? I've been sitting here for 3 hours. I sat there for 3 hours waiting on this girl to show up because we was doing the fitting.
3 hours late, Sheree?
I sat at front of the boutique for 3 hours. What did I say? For fitting alterations today. And a final payment.
Yeah.
That is 100% a sign of disrespect when people are late, period, but 3 hours late. That shows that she has absolutely zero regard for this guy. I would have rolled out and left her hanging, period.
So the $450, is that all you've been paid at this point?
At this point, before anything, all I got was $450. Mind you, hold on, let's pull this up. Well, this right here, we're gonna get to that, but hold on. Let's just read it real quick. We skipping along real quick. Now, what did I say? Well,
It says that's what I spent.
Right. Okay. I spend money on fabric, same-day logos, same-day embroidery charge, setup fees for DTS files. That's for the embroidery. Yep. I had to redo her whole logo. She did not have a working logo. Yeah. I had to get somebody to redo her whole entire logo. Yeah. Like, I really built your whole company from ground up.
In a week.
Right. But then not only did she want clothes, bro, I made bags. I had to go she wanted leather. No, I don't want fake leather because I'm Sheree. So I went to the Paramount, which the Paramount you could get clothes, you get real leather and all that stuff for a discounted price. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a business. I've been going to them since 2008. So you could go there and you could buy the shit wholesale for maybe you could get like a $500 bag for like maybe $80. You know what I'm saying? So I got her 3 cross bags, duffel bags, and all that, so she could walk down the road with. If you look at the show, they walking down the road with the cross bags and all that. They say she watched Sheree and border on it.
That's what they wanted.
Everybody wanted that, but they couldn't get it because I ain't get her nothing. Yeah, straight up, because you ain't paid for it. Yeah.
Absolutely didn't deserve to even have anything walk down that runway either.
I paid for the bag, the DTS file, the logos. I paid for all that out of my pocket. Mind you, just for the DTS file, I paid $575 on the phone with the girl 2 o'clock in the morning. Whoa. Something that really only cost like $100. I paid $575 on the phone with her just so at 3 o'clock in the morning because she falling asleep so she could do the file. So I got to shit to the lady by 6 o'clock in the morning to beat her up by Thursday where this bitch ain't even show up and had me waiting for 3 hours. So now we finna go straight into film. We don't know if nothing can fit. Ain't shit completed. We don't know nothing. But who that's going to fall on? It ain't going to fall on her. Who she going to blame? My designer ain't finished everything. So what I had to do? I had to go home. We don't even got no models. So I'm guesstimating what size models is and what size I'm going to make this shit. I don't even know what to do because I'm like, damn. We ain't got no models. We ain't do no fitting. We ain't do no alterations. We ain't seen nobody.
So you were prepared to do all of that on spot?
I had everything on this day, as you see, when I told you I'm waiting. And what I said, tomorrow is my birthday.
Whoa. So the day they did the fashion show was your birthday?
The day they did the fashion show was on my birthday. I said tomorrow's my birthday. I have plans. I have a flight to catch. I can't do this tomorrow. I'm going to have to change my flight.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So me, I had a 12 o'clock flight. I changed my flight to 8. The last flight in Atlanta is at 8 o'clock. It was like 8:20, something like that. Wow. All my bags, when I got to the fashion show, all my shit's in the trunk because I got to get on my flight. Period. You get what I'm saying? All right, cool. She texted me after I wrote all that. Oh my God, the address and say, see you tomorrow at 1. Wow. No, sorry. Yeah, no, oh, damn, my bad. No, we ain't do alterations. I don't know if everybody can fit nothing. She not going to look crazy. I'm going to look crazy. We all going to look crazy. Yeah. At this point, it's a team effort.
But this is your field, and they playing.
Exactly, this is my field. Now I'm going to I don't know what I'm doing. Now you're going to hurt my business. Because everybody that's on national TV going to see this shit. You're going to hurt my business. They're going to think you don't know what you're doing. They're going to think you, how you been in the business 18 years and you can't do a simple fashion show? Yeah. Now, knowing I had 3 days, no models, no name, I'm working with fucking scraps.
No money.
I'm working with air.
Yeah.
I'm working with air. If I ain't have enough money, if I want a nigga to hustle, if I have enough money to put into it, I'll put all this into your business. I'll put $2,400 in your shit. Actually, more than that. I'm just saying $2,400. Right. I ain't even do the calculations. After I seen my account go down about $4,000, I just let the shit go. Look, just give me, you know what I'm saying? I was irritated. Because you had to pay food. I had to pay for everything.
Aggravated and irritated.
Aggravated as fuck. You feel me? Okay, cool. Boom, so the day of the show, back to the day of the show. Okay, the day of the show. Boom, we get there, do everything. Right. All I'm going to do is drop the shit. I was so pissed off. I'm going to drop the shit off. I'm going to leave.
Right.
One assistant came to me like, yo, they want you to dress the mannequins. I say, dress the mannequins in what? Take 3 of the outfits and put them on the mannequins. All right, cool. Went in there, dressed the mannequin. Mind you, still ain't paid. Right. We ain't even talk about price. I just showed you right here that we're supposed to meet up to talk about final payment. You see it right there. Let's talk about the final payment. We ain't even talk about how much I'm charging you.
Right.
In my head, you 25. I need 25 bands. I'm rip.
Right.
Because I'm irritated now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all.
I would have left her hanging. listen, all of this effort that he went through to make her look good, she didn't deserve any of it. She really deserved to just fall flat on her face at that moment in time and have to call off this runway show that she had already planned with no collection, without any models, with no money, with nothing. She didn't deserve any of it. So I would have left her hanging, period.
Okay, cool. I done did you 42 pieces.
42 from 8 to 6?
It went from 8 to 6 to 10. No, it went from 6, 18 to 42. Because you ain't have, as you see, I'm pissed, ain't no collection.
Right.
At all. Few pieces came through from out of town, whatever, that she wanted to add it to the show, whatever, cool. I was supposed to make her 2 outfits. That's the only thing I didn't finish. She was supposed to get this long trench coat.
To wear.
I finished it, but it was supposed to be printing on it. It was supposed to say spring, summer, some shit like, it was supposed to be like a little quote, a little funny quote, whatever, everybody, spring, summer, spring, whatever the fuck her regular ass said.
Right.
So it was supposed to say that. All right, cool. And so we didn't get to that part, the printing part.
Right.
And then I did her like this little sweater thing, whatever, with shoulder pads. She ain't like the shoulder pads. I was going to take them out. I was irritated. I ain't take the shit out. Bitch, don't even wear one of your little tight outfits. I was over it at that point.
Right.
I ain't want to fix shit. I ain't care. If it don't fit, whatever. I was mad because it's my birthday week. I done spent my birthday money. Nigga, I got a reservation in Miami, STK. I done spent $30,000. I done spent $3,000 on that. Right. Nigga, I got boats and shit waiting on me. I'm about to miss my shit because of you. You ain't gave me my money and I'm going to lose that money? Lost your mind. You crazy. Nah. All right, cool. So get to the thing. Now, mind you, she has a couple things come from a manufacturer, wherever it came from, AliExpress. I don't know where the fuck it came from.
Right.
I don't know. I ain't even going to speak on that. I ain't going to talk about them people's shit. Right. But nothing ain't fit. That's all I'm going to say. Because I sat right there and I had to alter all that shit to this whole body, to all the model's body, the day of. You get what I'm saying? All right. I'm looking at this lady walked in. And like I ain't fucking exist. That whole walk past me like I ain't even exist. No thank you, no nothing, no whatever. Ran to the one where had them all trying to clothes, walking up and down. She sitting there act like she doing something. Oh, these clothes look amazing. Oh, they look so good. Still ain't acknowledged me at all. To producer say, okay, we're gonna have you and Sheree talk. She declined. I don't want to talk to him. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck I did to you? Wow. I just made you look good. You got a whole fashion show. So I told rhoa, I say, bro, why she got an attitude? She was like, oh, I don't know. You know, she just got a lot going on. She running around with her. I said, no, that was trying to avoid me because she knows I'm about to ask for my payment. Because I know you told her, yeah, he want to finalize the payment. And then when I told her, I said, well, so what about payment the day up? I'm finna go, straight up. After I finished I said, yo, I'm finna go. I'm not staying. She's like, you're not staying for the show? No, I got to catch a flight. I kept telling y'all that. Y'all disrespecting me. And like, I ain't say, I got to catch a flight. All right, I say, so she's like, oh, okay, we'll take care. She said, I'll make sure you get taken care of in the morning. I said, we don't even know the price. We ain't talking about the price. Take care of what? She's like, we'll have a meeting in the morning. All right, cool. I left, jumped on my flight, boom, cool. All right, right? Boom. Get to Miami. Now, this one the bullshit. Get to Miami. All right. Now, the night of the night after the show. Okay, no, this ain't even the night of the show. This 3 days later, right? All right. And I ain't gonna leave shit out because I want the bitch coming back acting like, oh, I did such. All right, so this was rhoa response. Like now, if you look at it, these right here is with me, Sheree, and her. That's like the group message. This right here was on the side of rhoa response. She's put, hey boo, I have my husband send it. It's my apologies because I'm like, bro, I cussed her ass out on one of these papers. I'll show you. I cussed her ass out like.
So who's her husband?
Her husband got some money. You know what I'm saying? He like an Arab dude, like so not Sheree. This rhoa, yeah. He said, I didn't hear back. What she said, I didn't hear back from Sheree yesterday, but I will not do you like that. As I promised, right? Because I said, you're going to have to promise me that you're going to make sure you pay me if this bitch don't pay me. Straight up. Okay. Like, that's just being straight real. Because she was already acting like she didn't want to pay me. Now, if I do this for you to make you look good, because see, rhoa want to be on Real Housewives. That's her whole goal. So she's trying to be Sheree's friend and be friend of the show and then think she could get a piece and get on there. You get what I'm saying? So that's her whole plan. So whatever it takes, she ready to break bread just to get on it, just to secure her spot. Right. But she need an ally. Sheree, her ally. So she's trying to hold out, you know, so she's still trying to be Sheree's friend, whatever, but that shit ain't gonna work like that. Okay, cool. Now, just what she played me, and I just told you over here, it said 42 pieces, 40 pieces. Then I'm talking about from 26 pieces. Mind you, I fitted everything at the fashion show. I put all the models in all the outfits. I know what the fuck was used. She gonna tell me from 26 looks, we use at least 10 pieces from the one way. So thank you for all your hard work. I will not leave you hanging, and you know that. Also, you show up the day of the event to adjust all pieces if needed. I'm in a 5-hour meeting. How the fuck you know you in a 5-hour meeting?
Yeah,
you got a boutique. What goddamn 5-hour meeting you
text
in?
the money.
Like,
you can cash out, Zelle, Apple Pay.
Exactly. I'm in a 5-hour meeting, so that way I will see, so I can see what's going on, whatever. However, I'll ask my husband to Zelle you, and it need to come out of my business account for my records. Mind you, right now we still ain't talking about price. So what you gonna Zelle me?
Right.
And what you say? This on my birthday. What this all said?
Wishing you a beautiful birthday and blessing continue to shine on you. Like, but you don't want to pay me my money.
What you mean? Like, so now I'm taking it, like, I'm reading this. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? We ain't talking about price. You took away 20 looks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You try to thank me for my hard work. And it's like you like cut me and then cut me and then trying to and then now you don't got the money. Now your cousin got to Zelle me. Now everybody husband, the aunties and grandmas got to Zelle me.
Everybody
you get what I'm saying? Now nobody got no money. When everybody went broke, you feel me? All right, boom. So here we go. Now here we go to what you call it. Okay, so boom. Hey, good day. Hope all is well. Would like to complete the. This is me telling her, like this. Now this right here is before this. Hey, good day. Hope all is well. Would like to complete the invoice today. Replace all the money I spent to complete some of the orders. Thank you. Zelle payment is fine. That's me telling them. This rhoa. Hey, thank you so much coming out yesterday and helping us finalize the pieces. I'll make sure that Sheree handles the payment. Thank you again for your patience. We appreciate you. This was the day, right? This right here was the day after, right? Okay. Boom. Hey, guys. Thanks for everything. This is Sheree, y'all. Hey, guys. Thanks for everything. I will take care of the balance even though the pieces were not usable. The quality wasn't great and some was not complete, like the new jacket. Granted.
This chick is a freaking liar. And she always does stuff like that. Like she did it on the last season reunion where they were questioning her and her paying for stuff. And then she had the nerve to say, well, if I don't like the work or if this is wrong or that is the issue or whatever, then why should I have to pay for it? She always tries to get out of paying for stuff that she owes by trying to call out the work and saying that it's shoddy quality and all of this other stuff.
I didn't make a new jacket. Bitch, I ran out of time.
Right.
And it just naturally just ran out of time. Now,
no fitting.
Out of 42 pieces with no fittings, I ain't do you a new jacket. And you're going to talk about not usable, not complete, because the new jacket wasn't finished. Only thing was off on the new jacket is I ain't put the collar, the string inside the collar. Now it's not usable. Throw that shit on the goddamn runway.
But if it wasn't usable, how was it successful to fashion?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what you use? So, the new jacket wasn't completed. So now, I said, okay, now this hoe want to play with me. Okay, cool. Say, are you planning on doing the new jacket? Now, mind you, she said P6. Now, in the same sense, are you planning on doing the new jacket? And can you possibly fix the things that need to be fixed? She was talking about the new jacket only. Because the new jacket is the only thing that was messed up. Out of 42 pieces in 4 days, that was the only thing that she could pinpoint. So, okay, in my head, like, okay, this bitch want to try to pull. Now you trying to, like, play like, oh, okay, everything wasn't done, right? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, now this is rhoa. No problem, Sheree. Going off this, like, we'll do the new jacket. No, I trust that Tyrie will adjust what is needed. She was talking about the new jacket.
Right.
I can Zelle him the remaining, which is $2,000 today. If you reimburse me kindly advise on how to continue. That's all. That's how much I spent. She asked me how much I spent. I spent $2,000. So she was like, "I'll send her $2,000 a day. I'm not sending the rest. I'm gonna send them $2,000 for reimbursement because that's what they owe me, right?" I said yes. Being that being that we have more than days to actually do the work, I'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Now, here she go, wait, how did we get to a remaining balance at $2,000? Send me the invoice so I can see the detailed pieces and we can remove what was not, and say what we did not discuss. What we did not discuss. Then talking about fixing the thing. What we ain't discussed. We ain't discussed shit because you ain't had no clothing line. I made all this on my own.
Right.
We ain't discussed shit. So what you mean? So now you talking about remove what's not discussed. So now she's saying, oh, I'm not paying for what I ain't asked you to make. You ain't got no clothing line. I made all that. You ain't asked me to make shit.
Because you didn't have anything, heifer.
They all of it because you ain't have nothing. rhoa took it upon herself and say, we need 40 pieces. I made you 40 pieces. You use 40 pieces. Hold, run me my money. Straight up.
Yes. Yes.
Now, mind you, this whole what she read the last line for me, please.
And say I'm gonna take a quick nap while I wait.
What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What we waiting for?
The job was done at this point.
The job was done.
Yeah.
So she said, I'm gonna take. After this, she blocked me.
Yeah.
I was blocked on social media. I was blocked on phone. Mind you, I ain't cuss out or nothing. Everything is all nice, right? All right, cool. This is when it started getting ugly. All right. I said the fact that I stopped everything and dedicated my time and energy and money for your project and delivered less than a week, even if you felt it wasn't perfect, I literally did over 40 pieces in less than 7 days. Now get ignored and disregarded. So I told you she blocked me. So you see the text message that I sent her. Now getting ignored and disregarded when all I asked for was what I put in. My reimbursement, not even my labor of time. We didn't even get there far to even talk about how much you owe me for my labor, my time, my energy,
like it wasn't
none of
even
that.
Something she planned on doing.
No, she wasn't. Now, what should I say? I spent my birthday money, which is today, 2/14, on this, because rhoa assured me I wouldn't get played, but here we are. I am not about to beg or run nobody down about my money. Please, none of you contact me for help or nothing ever again, because I hate ungrateful people and being played. I was honest and I did what was asked and could do in the time that I had to make this work. Some things just wasn't going to get done, didn't have the time period. This was a last minute project and should have been understood as such. I was told you had nothing, and I felt bad and did what I could in the time frame. Hold up, what was the?
Gotcha. Yeah, man, this is hard.
In that time frame. And say the $2,000, there's a little part missing, but the $2,000 that I spent was on fabric, same day logos, same day embroidery charge, setup fees for DTS files, all the bags. This is only reimbursement. Didn't even ask you for my labor charge. I knew it would be rushed and it wouldn't be perfect with so many pieces and with so little time. So I didn't charge. Charge for labor. I was just focused on completing the project in 4 days, and I will get all that. He said, I'll get all that back. I'll get all the breakdowns sent over to you so I can get my labor charge, and I'll get the all I told you, the $2,000 was for the reimbursement for what I spent. We were supposed to sit down as an adult and go over everything I did, go over everything what happened, go over everything you spent, all your running around, all that, and then put all that into what you call it. You get what I'm saying?
But she had only sent $450, so
she only sent $450.
Yeah.
rhoa, and then if you look at this day, let's go. I'm gonna just pull this last thing up. Okay, this me and rhoa going back and forth. This my birthday on the 14th. This show you today, 2/14. That's when I was texting her this. Still ain't getting no money. This February 18th, I sent my Zelle again. Thanks. Can you please let me know when you send it? I said, I already know. Read that part right there for me.
She said, I already know she wasn't going to pay me or have the issue. The fact that she didn't even take consideration how much time, effort, and energy I put into the last 4 days, at least making this happen in no time, on top of having lost money, spent money on not getting reimbursed, all of that.
Right. Not getting reimbursed, not getting paid for my work. Yeah. I say a little amount of time that I had to work. I say I do not like ungrateful people who use people. I say I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell I didn't listen to my sources. Because there was 3 or 4 people that told me don't fuck with it. They said, bro, do not do that for her. You Listen,
oh my God. I know I said before, sometimes it's not worth it to sue people, but based on the work that he did, he said he did 42 pieces. He's got the proof of what it costs to do rush jobs in the fashion industry. I would sue her. I would sue her for between $50,000 to $80,000. He's got all of the proof. He's got all of the receipts. He's got the estimates of what it costs. He knows the time frame that he did that stuff, and he's got evidence that he had his work utilized on national television. So to be honest with you, I would sue her between 50 to 100K and put a freaking lien on her house, put a lien on the chateau. You know how on the Color Purple, when Celie was talking to Miss Sophia, and this is after she got hit, but before that, she was talking to Harpo, and Harpo was complaining about Miss Sophia and how she runs her mouth all the time, and she does this and she does that. And Celie said, beat her, sue her. All is talking. I appreciate you sharing all of this information. Sue her. Sue her and get that judgment and put a lien on the chateau. I'm sorry. This chick is just plain trash, and she does not respect anyone. She feels that he is beneath her. He literally built her products that she's still showcasing and showing off. Okay? And he is right when he said, I don't like people that disrespect me. I don't like people that are ungrateful. She's all of those things.
So what made you do it?
I did it because of rhoa. Because I was cool with her. We worked. Yeah, she, she vouched for her.
Gotcha.
I know rhoa got a couple dollars. So if she don't pay me, rhoa said, if she don't pay you, I'm going to pay you. Not only reimburse me. So I'm like, well, we didn't even talk about the price yet. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. rhoa straight up said, I'm only going to give you the reimbursement. I'm not paying nothing else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you get on national TV talking about, I paid in full. You paid what in full? Yeah. The reimbursement? Because according to rhoa, it took you 6 months to get up 2,000. You feel me?
Yeah, man. This is crazy.
That's crazy.
Too crazy. And it's fact. So it's
and I got all my receipts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even going back and forth with rhoa, she was telling me, that's on the 18th, she told me she paid. Look, I'm arguing with her, talking about, baby, I paid you already. No, you did. I ain't sent, I'm cussing her out. You ain't sent me shit when I'm supposed to pay my money. This on the 21st.
Right.
My birthday on the 14th. That means whatever money I had to spend, out of my pocket.
So that relationship is probably dead too. Yeah, man.
And I'm going to tell you, but okay, it wasn't dead. It was dead when it got on Neighborhood Talk. And that's the receipt that Sheree showed on national TV.
Right.
When it got on Neighborhood Talk, and Sheree ain't say nothing.
Right.
Well, Ron responded, and I feel like you took her side. Right. Pussy ass, you took her side. Stay over there. Yeah. Don't come back over here. Yeah. We good. I'm straight. Because you took her side. You can't take somebody's side. And I text her, you should have stayed the fuck out of us. Shut the fuck up. Because now I'm finna throw you in the bus. When you was calling her cheat, when you was saying she ain't have no money,
saying
when you was
get upcharged again. Get upcharged again.
Right. You definitely said upcharge you because I'm walking, my cap is 1,700.
Yeah.
My cap is 1,700. Straight up. She let you know, I don't give a fuck what this hoe do. So you say 20% of 17. Right. You already in the pot. For you to get 1,700, that means you at least 10, 12, 20, because she know what I usually charge.
Yeah.
But you play with me. You feel me?
Yeah. So it's like that.
Yeah.
And that's sad, man. It's sad you doing black people like that. That's
And the fact that chick, rhoa, took Sheree's side over his, when he said, the only reason why I did it is because of the relationship that I had with rhoa, and he is claiming that she took Sheree's side and is agreeing with her about everything was paid. Sheree has zero integrity. She has zero character. She doesn't have a good character, I should say. People have character, but sometimes it just isn't good. She has zero credibility, zero good character. She has zero integrity. She doesn't seem like any money. And the fact that rhoa chick took Sheree's side over his, that's crazy. And knowing that he has evidence and proof of how she feels about Sheree.
That's why we can't get ahead, man.
No, you can't, because they be trying to get over on you. But it's cool, though. Like I told Sheree. And then, let me tell you another thing. They did right before we end, y'all. Okay, so she called me and saying, okay, going with our Candy asked. Candy said, why ain't none of the designs on your website? The reason why none of the designs on your website is because they called me and asked me, said, can you give me any of the specs, any of the patterns, whatever, so Sheree can put the stuff on her website, she'll pay you for it. I said, that hoe could go to hell. I said, that bitch could be burning on fire, and I wouldn't spit on that bitch.
Yeah, she don't deserve a speck of spit at all.
Get from me, straight up.
You ain't wrong.
On God, she can't.
Not at this
I
point.
ain't getting her shit.
Yeah, man.
She can't get nothing. I meant that she can't get nothing from me, bro. Like nothing at all, because it's the fact that like you really playing with me.
Yeah.
Like, and then my whole thing is when you do something good for somebody, and only reason why I did it because you was embarrassed over the last 14 years. You've been embarrassed over that stupid ass house and your dumb ass clothing line. Because that shit your website never dropped, and when that shit dropped, it broke down the first day.
Summer, spring, fall.
You get what I'm saying? Summer, spring, fall ain't never got there to come out. You feel me? And then you got embarrassed from Dwight, not fashion with no fashions. You did another fashion little thing. You ain't had nothing. So I was like, damn, let me help her and make her look good. I was just trying to make you look good.
That's what you do.
You get what I'm saying? And I didn't want no recognition. You could have told the world whatever you wanted. That shit came from Baba Lou for all I give a fuck. Just run me my money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even want
so
right.
simple, man.
But because you did it like that, just how the cookie crumble and the whole lot. And you said on what you call with your receipts, I got my receipts too. Stop playing with me,
and
bro.
It's facts. It's facts. So stop with the cap. We gotta stop doing that. It's almost a new year. You gonna keep popping your shit.
It won't be no shit by Sheree.
Nah.
Don't look for it, especially with none of my design, because she do. Y'all, I will go broke. The suit is over.
No. Please do. And you won't go broke, because it's honestly, it's cut and dry at this point. I don't believe that it's not going to be like he has to hire a criminal defense attorney or something like that where it costs you out the butt hole. But she definitely has property that you can attach to. Look, I don't know if the chateau's in her name. I heard that it's in her mama's name. But shoot, she's living in it. I sue her and the mama so I could put a lien on the chateau. I'm sorry. She deserves all of the heat and the smoke that's coming her way. And I really hope and pray that he takes the advice, sues her for between 50 to 100K, because he deserves it. She's trash.
She ain't got no goddamn money, but you ain't gonna put none of my designs on your website. Yeah. Bitch, you better stay with AliExpress.
Or pay that man his money and ask him to do it.
Fuck that. I don't want the money.
Yeah,
bitch, keep your money. I don't want your money. I don't need your money.
People still want the fashion.
They want the fashions. I don't want your money.
So they can hit up tyrelajuan if you want some of those custom pieces.
I do shit by Sheree. That's what I'm going to call it. You come to me, it's going to be SBNF. That shit going to be shit by Sheree, because that's what I'm going to give you.
Shit by Sheree. Nah, but they could definitely hit you up if they want some of
but if you want customs, you can hit me up. I do custom. Yeah. Listen, I start clothing line. You got a clothing line you need. Yeah. I got you. This is what I do.
Still doing the sewing classes?
I got the sewing classes drop. I do sewing classes. Yeah. I can help you start your business. I got 3 multi-million-dollar businesses up under my belt. You get what I'm saying? And I done help start, create it. I know everything about fashion. I would. And that's what they don't understand. They think I'm a little nigga from around the corner who don't really know this. I know this. And then when you go back and tell them, nigga, I work with Berta Cavalli, I work with Gucci, I work with Fit. Like, I work with these people on their showroom inside, like in New York, pulling out designs. I submitted designs to these people. They have used my design. I'm not no little nigga, but see,
your page used to work for them too.
Right. You don't pop exactly. And you don't, because I don't pop my shit and people don't really know, and I don't brag on it. I don't got my resume flying around. They just think you just a regular Instagram nigga. I didn't build my business on Instagram. I was the nigga before Instagram. I had 4 stores before Instagram. What you mean? Like, I don't need Instagram. Okay. I don't gotta post shit on Instagram and still make money. My business ain't on Instagram.
He started the bedazzled shoes. If you ain't even know that,
where you think Louboutin got that from? That's that's recorded. That's dead ass recorded.
That was back in the day.
Nigga, I got a whole book in Barnes and Nobles that Sergio, big time book. I got a book in all about me in Barnes and Nobles. I don't even post that stuff like that.
No.
So look, Sheree is absolute trash. I'm glad he came out and exposed her, but it would be even better if he just took her to court and sued her for what he actually deserves, not for what he said he would be willing to take. Because to be honest with you, there is no agreement or contract on it at this point, especially when she did not even uphold that agreement that was pretty much verbal and maybe in terms of text messages, but I would sue her for between 51 to 100K. I really would, because he's got the proof. He rushed the job. He did all of those pieces. He created the collection. I do it. I hope he does it. I really hope he does it. But it's sad that the other chick, rhoa, she took Sheree's side. That relationship won't hold up because Sheree does everyone like that. I don't know if Sheree has something over this chick's head and that's the reason why she did it. You never really know the motives and the reasons behind people's decisions when it comes to stuff like that, when to us, it really wouldn't make sense for her to still be in connection and communication with Sheree. But sometimes there's things deeper that just don't reach the surface that the public knows about, because that's the only thing that I can really make it make sense when it comes to why she would not, have any more association or communication with Sheree at this point in time either. So anyway, guys, that is my reaction to this interview. I'm glad he came out and shared his side, shared his piece. And for him to say, I want to show my receipts because I don't want anyone to think that I'm lying. Listen, his name could have been Pinocchio and nose growing the entire time of the interview, and we would still believe him over Sheree, period. So it's just even better that he had all of the receipts. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here with me, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So didn't keep it very brief this time, but wanted to keep it beautiful. And now I'm going to say bye.